My journey with the WWF Hasbro figure collection started in September of 1990 with this guy right here, the Ultimate Warrior Series 1. Received him for my birthday. This was my first official wrestling figure. I was a huge WWF fan, and like many of you, this one turned into 2, and then 4, and then 6, and then 10. Pretty soon, before you knew it, I was a full-blown collector. Had to get the whole series, had to get the whole line, and that held true pretty much all the way through the next couple of years. Then we reached a period in probably what I would say 1993, 94, and that's where my problems began. I want you guys to come along with me in this journey as we work to complete and get to the end of the line and get all the green cards, all the missing figures, and we're gonna start here right now. A lot of what you just saw was from the original collection. And I stopped probably right around this series, probably right around Razor Ramon with the purple and gold, but it stopped. And the last one I remember, right here, Scott Steiner. Pre-Big Papa Pump, just the Steiner Bros right here. Went up to a kind of an outlet mall outside of town here, and it was a Toy Liquidators, it was called. And I think it was just a bunch of overstock from KB that KB couldn't sell, and they'd sell to this Toy Liquidators, and then they would sell them on clearance. Think kind of, you know, like Five Below without all the junk and candy, but more just figure-based. That's essentially what it was at that time. And went up there with a friend, and my parents took us up there for the day, just to go have some fun. And this guy was up there, and I vividly remember it. I think Owen Hart was in there, and I think it was just Scott Steiner's and Owen Hart. That was it, and that's where it ended. Fast forward a couple of decades, and the obsession was real, and I got close. So close that about 5 years ago, I got down to one figure remaining. I got the elusive 1, 2, 3 kid. So I just needed Mr. Waltman to complete my collection. And then something weird happened. I got so close. I'd worked so hard for so long. Maybe it was fatigue, maybe it was burnout. And about that time, figure prices were spiking. And it went from something that I knew was a pretty pricey figure to something that was just outright ridiculous, 2-3 times the price of what it was maybe a year or two before that. And I just kind of got dissatisfied. I got disenfranchised with it and got mad. I said, I'm not buying the 1, 2, 3 kid for, you know, triple the price. It's not happening. And whether again it was fatigue or burnout or frustration, I stopped and I boxed everything up. I put my figures away, and I even took it a step further, which is really coming back to bite me now. I took all those green cards that I had. I took all those rare ones that I knew were going for higher price than what they could or should have. The Shawn Michaels number 3 with the black trunks, for example. I put those up for sale on eBay and I sold them. I said, I'm not gonna get 1, 2, 3 kid. I'm mad at this whole thing. I don't have any emotional connection to these green cards. I don't have any emotional connection to some of these later release ones that I didn't own as a kid, that I didn't play with for hours, that I didn't have on my figure stand and my shelf for all those years. If they weren't part of that, I didn't have that connection to it. And so I sold them. I said, hey, I gave it a try. I gave it an effort here. I got close. This market's out of control. I don't have an emotional connection to these things. I'm just gonna sell them. I'll sell them for a profit, and, you know, put that money towards, you know, some other hobby or passion that I have. And that was my thought process at the time. And that's what I did. And I even developed sort of an aversion to WWF Hasbro. I used to watch some YouTube videos, or I'd love to talk about it with my friends, or kind of send pictures of old, you know, advertisements that we'd find online, and just had a little fun with it. What I loved so much, I grew to hate. And I don't know why. I got really annoyed with Hasbro. I got mad at the the market. I got mad at just the way that the prices were spiking, and kind of developed an aversion for it, and just boxed up everything, put it away, and really just avoided Hasbro for the next 5 years. But then something happened recently that really changed everything. And we're going to get to that next. 2 things happened recently that really changed the course of my figure collecting and where I'm at today, and why I'm sitting here filming this video today. And the first was, as many of us probably do, we give some of our old figures and toys and play sets and things of that nature to our children to play with. And my son was no different. And I gave him my WWF Hasbro blue ring. That was several years ago, and as he's been doing, goes through and plays with them and mixes and matches and has all kinds of different things going on. And that Hasbro ring was just sitting there in his room, and I'd gotten him a couple other rings and some other, play sets that he'd been using, and we were kind of going through his stuff the other day, cleaning up a little, and I said, "Hey man, do you want this ring anymore?" Because it was just sitting on a shelf, and there was like books on it, and the ropes were already saggy, but there were things just pulling the ropes down. And I said, "Well, I don't know if I want that happening to it." So I'm like, "Do you really even want this?" He's like, "Nah, I don't want this." I said, "All right, man, let me take that from you. I'll just pull it out and bring it back to the office." And I set it on the floor over here, and that was kind of that. As I'm looking at it, I started thinking, I wonder if I can clean this thing up. I don't really have a place for it. I'm not sure why, but I know that there's replacement ropes and sticker sets out there, so I'm starting to look into that. So I stripped all the ropes down, and I peeled off all the stickers. I gave it a bath in the bathtub, cleaned it up. I'm like, "Oh, this looks kind of cool." So I started looking into that. In the meantime, call it luck, call it fate, call it whatever you want. The local toy shop down the street, no more than a week after I rescued the blue Hasbro ring from my son's room, we walk in, and this guy's staring me in the face. Bret Hart #3, the tan Bret Hart with the silver sunglasses. I needed him. I know that I needed him. I know that I had him, and I know that I sold him, but I know that I never originally had him. And I know he's a little bit harder to come by. Certainly harder to come by just sitting there in the wild. That doesn't happen. These rare Hasbros do not show up in the wild. You always have your Jake the Snakes and your Hogans and your Bushwhackers and your Rick, like anywhere you go that sells old toys, those are gonna be there. But a Bret Hart #3 with the tan and the silver sunglasses? That doesn't happen. And I said, okay, something is telling me right now I'm back. And I got that fire immediately as soon as I saw him. So that's where we're at now. And I am on a epic mission to complete the rest of the Hasbro collection. It's happening. We're doing it this time. This journey's happening. And we're going to go through some unboxing here in just a minute and show you where I'm at and talk about how much I have left to do. All right, guys, we're back today to get into some of the unboxings and some of the figures that I've picked up along the way as I work to complete the Hasbro journey in the Hasbro collection. I'm real excited today because over the last couple of weeks, last couple of months, I've been working hard to acquire the ones that I don't have. And so I've been, flipping some other figures that I have, kind of allocating some funding to this, and really working to take a big bite out of that backlog that I have here of the Hasbros that I need. So we're gonna do some live unboxings here. I really don't know which ones these are. I just bought a bunch over a period of time, and they've just been sitting over there. And it's been really hard. I walk by them every morning, and they're just sitting over there on my shelf, waiting to be unboxed. And so I wanted to get a nice little collection here built up, and we're gonna go through this thing live here. Who do we got? Let's find out here. Oh, it's a good one. It's a good one. Look at this guy right here. Boom. Atom bomb. Green card. Oh man. All right, this is a big boy right here. This, I never saw this live. I never held it in my hand until the time that I had it before and got rid of it. Man, what a cool figure. What a good one to start off here with as we complete this journey. I'm opening these for the first time. I don't know which ones are there. Man, that's a cool one. Okay, I'm sure you can tell I'm pretty fired up about that one. What a great figure to open up here. Let's go to another one here and see what we got. Do not know who this is. Do not know. I don't know. I can't see. I can't see through the paper. Let's see if I can figure out who he is. Oh, yes. Another good one here. Another good one here. We've got Shawn Michaels, number 3. We got the black trunks, the black gloves. Oh man, this is such a cool figure. Action still works a little bit. I don't care. I'm not playing with them. I'm just going to display them. But we got the Heartbreak Kid here. Oh man, this was cool. This was one I never had, I never saw, but it was just one that eluded me. I never saw it in the stores, and by the time, you know, it was gone, I was kind of out of the line anyways. And so this is probably one of the coolest Hasbros in my opinion. Just, I always like to take him up on the top rope and then flip him like that, and he'd do a nice little, you know, 360 similar to that. So far we've got Shawn and Adam Bomb. What a great first 2 to start with here. We're gonna get these guys stood up over here, and we're gonna move into the next one. Man, this is great. This is like Christmas all over again. I'm excited. I'm anxious. I don't know which ones we've got here. Here's another purchase that we've got. I don't know. Can you see who it is? Oh, the Mr. Rocket, Owen Hart here. There we go. All right, so this is the one that I saw. I saw this in the store. I saw it at Toy Liquidators. But man, cool figure and a must have, obviously, for the collection. So I was glad to procure Mr. Owen Hart there and add him to the list. All right, what do we got here now? We got, but I don't know who this is. Let's find out. Who do I got? Oh yeah. Department of Corrections 902714. Nails. All right, we got Nails here. The very cool figure. This is a good one. This is such a cool, unique figure. Got the Department of Corrections back there. Really good shape nails right here. So really happy with this one. And man, I've got quite the set over here growing, filling in those gaps. All right, we are back, and we got the $1 Million Man here joining us on our journey to unbox more Hasbro's missing from the collection. And I got 3 more here for you. I've been building these up and accumulating them over the last several weeks here. And this will not disappoint, I can tell you that much here. So we got another box right here. We're just gonna jump right into it because I'm excited, and you'll see why here in a minute, why I'm this excited. Oh, baby. What a good one. What a cool one right here. So this was awesome. I found this guy here. The Undertaker number 2. Dark hair Undertaker. I think he was the red card. He came with a trench coat, obviously not here. I did find a guy online that sells a refurbished kind of homemade trench coat. It's gonna look awesome. I am going to pick that up. This one's pretty beat up. His head's a little wobbly. His gloves are worn off. So this one's well played with, but man, red card Undertaker with the trench coat, dark hair. I never had this one. And this is actually one that I had later. I didn't have it originally. I had it later. And I found this at a toy store in Iowa when I was there for business one time. And that was kind of what got me started on trying to complete the original collection the first time. And so this was a really important figure in that journey, and glad to have him back in my collection. And I am going to get that kind of homemade trench coat to go with him, and it's really going to separate it when you put it next to the other Undertaker. Just having that trench coat is pretty cool. So again, pretty beat up, but I got him for a really, really good price, really good deal. And you throw that trench coat on, might even throw some little dab of super glue on his dome here, just to keep his head from wobbling. But other than that, what a cool one. Those Undertaker figures, man. All right, up next. Not sure who this is gonna be, but remember, it's been so long. I've been sitting on these. Okay. Here we go. Here we go. This one is definitely something that's gonna be worth some conversation. There he is, Billy Gunn of the Smoking Guns, and he's missing an arm. I got him for a super good price. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find myself an old, probably Jake Roberts, although I need to probably get the El Matador because the El Matador has the white wrist tape here. It's got that punch action arm. I'm just gonna find one of their arms, slap it on here, and I saved a couple $100. Everything else is in fantastic condition. The coloring's good, the hat's good, it's not broken. I've seen a couple broken hats. The pant, there's no other scuffs, just he's missing an arm. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of doctoring, and it's my collection. I don't care. I do not care if his arm is not original. And so I'm gonna find a Jake the Snake and paint on a little white tape, or I'm gonna probably get the El Matador who's got the white tape. Let's see if I can I find him here? Yeah, here he is. Oh, no, I was lying. I think Hogan might have the wrist tape here, but yeah, the tone's off a little bit here, so I'm probably gonna have to go probably the Jake the Snake route to get that tone. But again, I don't care. I'm not a purist. I just want the figure, and I'll get that right arm affixed on him, and from a posability standpoint, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference. But this is a cool one. Man, that's another green card down. That feels good. We're gonna get that taken care of. Seriously, no idea who this is, so let's find out. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Here we go. No recollection of this guy ever being on my television. Ludwig Borga. Here he is right here. Yeah, he's missing some fingers. I don't care. He's missing a couple of digits. He's got all of them on this hand. Man, what a good looking figure. He's got that gorilla press position. This is one I never saw, I never held, I never knew anybody that had this. It was just kind of a mystery. And so I was able to find him, got a really good deal from the seller on this one as well. Pulled the trigger on him and Billy Gunn. And man, we've got now 3 of the green card series. All right, last one that I've got until I have to go hunting and buying some more. We're getting closer. All right, so this one's special. I know who this is. I know what's in this box. And I'm just not gonna talk. We're gonna open it and experience this together and capture this moment that's years and years and years and years in the making. I do not have the complete set yet. I'm ever so close. We'll get an official count here soon, but got to open up this priority mailbox. I would have liked it maybe in a little bit more of a box here. This is a first, you guys. I'm actually a little nervous here. Never, ever in my life have I held this figure in my hands. Never thought I would. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1-2-3 Kid. Here he is in all of his glory. My goodness gracious. Look at, I'm kind of not even able to hold him steady because the adrenaline is flowing here, guys. What a figure. I've only seen pictures. I've never held it in my hand. I've never seen it in person. I've never seen this anywhere. I've never seen it behind a display case. I've never seen it on somebody's wall. It's never existed in my world except for online pictures. And here he is. I got the 1-2-3 Kid. I said, you know what? I'm not saving him for last this time. We're biting the bullet, and this is my way to guarantee that it's getting it done. If I got this guy in my possession, I know I can get the rest. I know I can get the rest. I know it's happening. Probably should have done this from the beginning instead of going from cheapest to most expensive. Get that white whale out of the way and then take your time with the rest. I got the 1-2-3 Kid, you guys, and I could not be more excited. This is Such a cool figure. This is gonna be the prized possession of my entire figure collection. And man, he's in pretty good shape. This is awesome. This is really, really cool, you guys. White whale, holy grail figure right here. I never thought I'd be holding this into my hand. This is the first time I've ever seen it. He's super light, super compared to, you know, Ludwig Borga here. Boom, bam, DDT right there. All right, wow. I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know how to follow up to that. So just to recap, I'm down to 3, then I'm down to 2. They all are green cards, and so it makes it a little bit more challenging, and I'm gonna have to pick my spots a little bit and kind of wait and be patient because the price tags on these continue to go up, and I gotta watch and pick my spots. That's where we're gonna stop today. I've got 3 figures left. I've got Bart Gunn, I've got Yokozuna with the white trunks, and I've got Evil Crush. That's where we're at, and that's where we need to be. And you're coming along for the ride. We'll see you next time. All right, welcome back. We are down to the final 3 Hasbros, and I have 2 of them here today. We're gonna unbox and open them up, and we're gonna find out which one we have left, and we're gonna get an update on when that is coming. We are so close to completing the WWF Hasbro Complete Collection journey. I can't wait, and here's 2 of the final 3 we're gonna get into today, and let's go ahead and unbox and see who we got. Oh man, beautiful looking figure here. We got Bart Gunn in the clothesline position here, one half of the Smoking Guns, one of the, I would say, prominent premier tag teams of the early to mid 90s. When I think 90s tag team wrestling, pre-Attitude Era. Wow, we got Bart Gunn right here, one half of the Smoking Guns. This is such a cool figure, and great one to add to the collection. All right, right here, we are down to the final 2. The second of the unboxings today is as follows. Let's see who we've got. Bubble Wrap City USA, here we come. Not Bad Street USA, but Bubble Street USA. Oh, wow, we got a good one right here. This is the elusive, I don't know, you guys tell me, is this the second most rare behind the 1, 2, 3 kit? It kind of feels like it might be. Wow, this thing is like perfect. This is really cool. This is really, really cool right here. We've got Evil Crush, not the Kona Crush, but we've got the Evil Crush here. Very nice looking green card. All right. Final 2 of 3 here. We've got 1 left. We all know what that means. It's the white pant Yokozuna. Yokozuna number 2. And guys, it's coming. It is coming. It's happening. We're gonna do it. And we're oh so close to getting that final Hasbro for the collection, and the journey will be complete. I can't wait. And the next time you see me, I'm gonna have a box with my final Hasbro in it, and we're gonna open that and get a reaction and just talk through it. So till next time. All right, we got 1 spot left right here. Yoko, you're coming, buddy. Oh, we're here. Today's the day, guys. Out in my mailbox, Yokozuna. Green card is sitting in a box, just waiting. We're here. I cannot believe we made it from where we started, the time it took to get here, and where we're ultimately at. But a couple of updates that I wanted to share with you guys as I've been waiting for the final figure to arrive and the whole process to play itself out. Undertaker. So this is the red card Undertaker number 2 that I only had the body for, no jacket. I mentioned a while back that I found somebody who makes replica replacement jackets. This thing looks awesome. It totally elevates the look and feel of this Undertaker figure here. It really makes it pop and stand out in the Hasbro collection. So I could not be happier. I don't care that it's a reproduction. I don't care it's not the original material. This is me and my collection. It's never going anywhere. I've worked this long and this hard to get it. And I just think it's a nice little detail that really separates this from the first figure. And again, it saved me a couple $100. Actual Series 8, I think, or whatever, red card Undertaker with a jacket that it came with, way more expensive with just some fabric. So it didn't bother me. I thought it was a great move, great idea, and I'm super happy with it. I love the way it looks. I'm going to show you guys that here in a minute. The other little bit of doctoring and piecing together that I did, you guys remember Billy Gunn. So I had the one-arm Billy Gunn, and whoop, look at that. He's got 2 arms now. So I couldn't be more happy with this either. The rest of the Billy Gunn is in fantastic shape. It looks good. It makes it just a really cool, nice looking figure. But I found an extra arm here online. I, again, couldn't be happier. Saved a bunch of money doing it this way. In my collection, I'm not a purist by any stretch of the imagination, so I was so happy to doctor this together. And final thing I want to show before we transition to a little closing thoughts and or showing Yokozuna. Right here, this is the other thing that really jump-started, and you guys are going to see just, oh, there it is, right? This really is what kind of started off my whole journey. This original Hasbro ring right here, as I mentioned, my son had it. It was sad. It had the original ropes on it. The original stickers were still on it, but they were old and dated and creased and cracked. Look at this ring right here. This thing is pristine. I mean, these ropes are just perfectly stretchy now, like they used to be. The turnbuckles that I had from the beginning, I washed those and they felt good. Look at this. I've got the new stickers on here that just are nice and clean. I've got the did I show you this one here? The monitor and the WrestleMania logo. So, and I still have the belt that came with it. And then this, the flag came with new stickers on both sides. So another cool touch with that is they had original reproduction stickers, but then they had some custom designs on here I thought were cool. So it gives you some options for different faces and things to put on the monitor. I went with Hogan just because it's the original, and I thought it was pretty cool. But they got Macho, Andre, Warrior, Undertaker, and the Gobbledygooker for some reason here. But I just thought that was a really nice touch. I couldn't be more pleased with this. I don't really have a good way to display this, so if you guys have a way that you display it with your Hasbros, let me know. But for now, I'm just gonna have it up on top of the shelf over here, just kind of hanging out. I'm not gonna put or pose any of the guys in the ring at this time. So really pleased and happy with this. I just think it looks crisp and clean. So those are a couple of the doctoring things I've been doing as I've been waiting here for Yoko to arrive. And it is Yoko Day. This is, we're about to make history. This has been a 30+ year journey that I've been with and around the Hasbro line. I've loved it. I've tried, and then I kind of grew a dissatisfaction with it. I threw in the towel. I sold a bunch and had that reconnection here finally somewhat recently with recovering the ring and finding Brett in the shop, and it just all came together with wanting to put this into a video and get this out here to kind of share my journey and share my passion with you guys, because I know that I'm not alone in this. I know that many of you watching are really in the same boat. You either have a complete collection, you'd like to have a complete collection, you've had some of these when you were a kid, and that's what it's all about. I just wanted to show and share what this all means to me and how much of a important, fun role it's played in my life. I've made friends from childhood that I'm still friends with today that we bonded through wrestling and specifically Hasbro's, and it's just been a common thread that's been in and out of my life throughout my whole life, as silly as that sounds. And it's really given me a lot to think about. So when I have some closing thoughts here, I'm going to talk about what the complete collection means to me. But the next time you see me, I'm going to be right back. I'm going to go get Yoko from the mailbox, and we're going to get into it and check it out. Okay, here it is, guys. I hold in my hands in this box Yokozuna green card, a final Hasbro for the complete non-mail away collection. That's not happening. I'm just not going to do that. But the complete retail set, I'm going to have it, and this is 30 plus years in the making. And we're going to go ahead and open this up right now. Good, great, thank you. Great packing. Lots of bubble wrap here, so really good work there. Oh, I see them. Now, I have had this one before, like I said. I had it very, very briefly. Got upset, threw in the towel, got rid of it. Never thought I'd be revisiting this again. When I looked at all the resale prices continuing to skyrocket, I just said, I don't think so. But you know what? Making it happen here. Let's see them. Let's see yolks. All right. Oh wow, this is like, okay, that's the other thing. The ones I had the first, here's yolks. A really, really good looking yolk here. So, boom, there it is, green card, authentic, right weight, right feel, right plastic. This is great. This is a cool figure. I don't really remember this from the first time I had it. I just kind of got it and set it on the shelf. This was the last one I got the first time around, because I didn't get 1, 2, 3 kids. So for whatever reason, Yoko was last and last, but man, this is a cool looking figure. Here we go. Clean. The other thing, when I had some of these the first time, I got some really probably poor condition ones where I think one of the Smoking Guns hat, they did have all their arms, so there was that, but one of their hats was chipped off. Some of these other guys were just pretty beat up. Borga only had like 7 fingers instead of, I think he's got 9 for me right now. So, and then Crush was like, he had a really faded arm. So really happy with the complete collection now that I have it. And wow, this is weird. It's always the thrill of the hunt, right? It's always the thrill of the hunt, and you never know how you're gonna feel when it's done, but I'm done. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this baby in the cabinet. We're gonna get one final shot of that, and then gonna have some closing thoughts on the Hasbro journey. Stay tuned. There we have it. You've finally seen the complete collection over there in the case, and I just could not be more thrilled. I am extremely happy with the end product here. Really like all the ones that I got upgrades on. Got some new updated, I got that fun accessory there with the Undertaker. Had a few adventures there with Tito's arm and Billy and stuff like that. So those are the fun things, and as you guys know, it's usually the thrill of the hunt more than the actual kind of end result. And that's the case here. I am just glad to be done. I really didn't envision it to ever be at this point, that I even sit here and talk about it in this current tense of I'm done, I'm here it is. And it's really cool. I'm just really happy to share this journey with you guys. I'm really happy to share some of my passion that I have and all the fun things that the Hasbro collecting has brought me over the years, and really document it and put it together and try to make a fun video that captures everything. So with that being said, we did it. I'm here. I've got them all. I didn't think this was going to happen, and it's just been a flurry of just craziness since I decided to go back onto this journey. And at the end of the day, 100% worth it. Thanks for coming along for the ride. And that's the complete collection WWF Hasbro journey. See ya.